What's good, YouTube? Your boy Eric back with you. So I know I'm in my Grubhub shirt, right? But this morning I did my first ever Uber trip, and I wanted to tell you guys all about it. So Uber became legal in New York State today, Thursday, June 29th. And yeah, I decided, so at 12:01 a.m. it became legal in the state of New York, outside of New York City. So this is where now you could drive for Uber without having any special license, any TLC license or anything like that. So that's been the only thing that has been stopping me from driving for Uber for a very long time, is because I did not want to have a taxi license. I didn't want to go through that hassle. So it finally became legal, and of course I signed up, and this morning I turned on for my first trip. And man, like it's a good thing. It's a little bit nerve-wracking taking the first trip, right? So first off, I watched a lot of videos on YouTube. I watched a lot of Uber stuff, but to me it wasn't getting that first call still was a little bit like nerve-wracking, you know what I mean? So I'll tell you what happened. So I decided that I would prefer to get an airport trip. And from past experience, I know that most people are going to the airport in this area early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when you're getting airport runs. So I woke up at 5:30, turned on, had to drive about a mile to get out of New York City because I live in the Bronx. So I drive about a mile, drive to Mount Vernon, turn on the app, and waited. Within 5 minutes, I got a ding, say, you know, for a pickup. I said, like, once I got that ding, everything seemed to be moving so fast. It was kind of crazy. So I got the ding, and I'm like, all right. It says it's it's like a mile away from where I was. And I was like, cool. So, but I couldn't see where they were going, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, it was kind of yeah, it was a little bit confusing to me. So anyways, I accept the ride. Once I accepted the ride, I then figured out that I actually had to click on navigate, because I was seeing directions, but you still, even though you're seeing the directions, you still have to click on navigate for you know, your preferred app to kind of kick in and actually give you directions, turn-by-turn directions. So I clicked on navigate, and it navigated me to the location. But at some point, I guess the Uber app thought I was at the location already, so it popped up and was asking me to confirm that I was at the location. And I'm like, I'm not at the location yet. I'm still looking for the house, you know? But anyway, that wasn't too much of an issue. I just jumped back into the navigation app and found the location. The customer was already standing outside, waiting with his bags. So when I saw him waiting with the bags now, I was like, oh man, they must be actually going to the airport. My plan is working. So So I pick him up, you know, he goes in the car, and I click the thing that says, you know, confirm arrival, and now it's navigating me to where I'm supposed to go. This time it's navigating me to where I'm supposed to go, right? But at no point did it tell me where I was going. And I said, I may have just missed it because I am brand new, but I was like, man, this is confusing. So once the customer gets, you know, once, you know, we're in the car now, and the guy, you know, a really, 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 really nice customer. I couldn't have gotten a better customer, man. You know, the guy says, you know, he's on his way to Newark Airport to drop off because he's going on a trip with his son. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, all right, perfect. That means my plan is working, you know, like, yeah. And I told him, you know, this was my first trip with Uber, and kind of gave him the background on it and everything. And I said, coolest guy ever, man, coolest guy ever. But that's when I knew I was actually going to Newark Airport. So, you know, we had great conversation with this guy. This guy was great. I can't say enough about this guy. So, but yeah, just dropped him off a few minutes ago. So I started at 5. I started about 5:45. I dropped him off at 6:45, and the total in the app says I made $75.32, which is a pretty good haul for the first ever ride. $75.92. It's a pretty good haul for the first ride. I know there is tolls. So with the tolls and everything, minus that, I'm probably going to be making about $50. And it would have, by the time I get back home, I'd probably be out on the road maybe about an hour and a half. So $50 in an hour and a half is not bad. It's actually pretty good. And as I said, this was my plan. I would much rather come out and get an airport run where it's one trip for $75 than doing 10 local trips to get $75. So that is my first experience with Uber. And if you guys have any questions, please post them below. But hopefully there will be many more trips, and I will definitely keep you guys posted. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.